Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another UA Today. I'm your anchor, Kelly Fitzgerald.
And I'm your co-anchor, Maggie Hoagland.
In case you were asleep last night, our new president is Donald Trump, who won by 58 electoral votes. Now let's go to the news. Let's go to Maggie with today's Ursuline news.
Today is a 0 day, and tomorrow is a 2 day. Also going on tomorrow, there is a SAT assembly during second period. And heads up, because Friday is mid-quarter. There is also a change in next week's schedule that Dr. Mihalski sent us an email about. And it says, next Wednesday, the 16th, will be a C-day schedule. And on Thursday, the 17th, we will follow a 0 day schedule. And class will begin at 8 rather than 9:25. On Friday, the 18th, we will follow a 4 day schedule so that the basketball game will begin at 1:30, and students will be dismissed following the game at approximately 3.
Now on to our first story for today. Here are some tips and tricks on avoiding procrastination. Procrastination is extremely common amongst high schoolers and is very hard to avoid. We did our best to scramble up some tips and tricks on how to bypass procrastinating. Tip number 1, stop thinking and start doing. The more time you spend on figuring out how you're going to do your homework, the less you have to actually do your homework. Tip number 2, start with the hardest task of the day. After that, all of your other homework will seem easy and you won't try and avoid it. Tip number 3, remove all distractions. That includes your phone, the TV, and even your laptop if you don't need it. Tip number 4, take breaks. Do a set time of homework and studying, then reward yourself with a set time long break. And finally, tip number 5, focus on an end goal. When you start to become distracted, think about what you can do or what will happen when you finish your homework or studying. For example, getting an A in a class or even a fast food run after you're done. I know procrastination and homework is stressful, but today is a beautiful day, so go outside. Today is going to be sunny, sunny, sunny. The high for today is 60 degrees, so go outside and get some sun and do something. Maggie, I heard that you have some fun activities that people can do on this fabulous day.
I sure do, Kelly. Have you ever been bored during the fall? Have you ever felt like you had nothing to do? Well, we have just a thing for you. Go to Eckert's. Eckert's is in Belleville, Illinois, and it's worth the drive. Eckert's has gotten their Christmas trees, and you can even cut down your own. The sooner the better. You know the saying, the early bird gets the worm. So go on down to Eckert's for tons of fun. Also, Eckert's has been around for 106 years ago. So you are being a part of a long family history.
That's awesome, Maggie. Thanks for sharing. Now let's go to a story that hits a little closer to home. If you went to grade school or church at St. James the Greater, Our Lady of Sorrows, or St. Joan of Arc, then this story might hit a little close to home. A few Sundays ago, a meeting was held for the 3 schools with the Archdiocese that was thought to be a normal meeting. It was proposed that all 3 schools might be combining. While this was a shock to many and has grabbed the attention of the news, the result of this plan would be an entirely new school that would combine all 3. The plan is said to move into motion at the end of the school year when St. James and Our Lady of Sorrows will close and officially transition to St. Joan of Arc, meaning they would still keep their title. Many parents are still not on board with this situation, but hopefully a lot of good will come for this change and will keep all the students, teachers, and parishioners in our prayers. In other local news, here's now an uplifting story that will hopefully touch your heart.
What is our community doing about Officer Schneider's death? Well, we have just a story for you. A local St. Louis County woman made it her mission to help police officers that have died to do this call. She has a passion to help and raise awareness by donating money that goes to officers who have died in the line of action. She thought, what better way do you grab people's attention than a night of bringing people together with food? Big Chiefs Roadhouse on Wildwood, Missouri, donated 100% of their proceeds to Officer Snyder's family on Monday, October 31st. But that wasn't enough, and other restaurants got in on the idea. Overall, on November 1st, over 200 restaurants took part into donating all or some of their proceeds to Officer Blake Snyder's death. With a great local story, we also have some interesting national news that might spark your interest.
Now on to your national news and a little history. Today we celebrate Freedom Day, World Freedom Day. This day was commemorated by George W. Bush in 2001 to honor the United States victory over communism in Central and Eastern Europe. Today is the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall in Germany. The Berlin Wall divided the country into two parts, the German Democratic Republic and the Federal Republic of Germany. East Berlin was occupied by the Soviet Union, now Russia, at the time. West Berlin was occupied by the Allies after World War II. This wall prevented immigrants from the East to move to the West. Between 1961 and 1989, nearly 5,000 people had escaped over the wall. There was a total of 136 deaths. On this date in 1989, East Germany announced that Eastern Germans could visit the West, thus the fall of the Berlin Wall. People started to destroy the wall, and many people chipped away pieces of the wall as souvenirs. It wasn't until October 3rd, 1990 that Germany unified as one country.
As we close this broadcast, special thanks to Kelly Gleason on board and Rachel Murrens on teleprompter. I'm your anchor, Maggie Hoagland.
And I'm your co-anchor, Kelly Fitzgerald,
Reminding you to make the most of your day.